Listen carefully, because this is the last time. They'll sense me before the strike, the quiet before the chaos. They think they've broken me, don't they? They think I'm lost beneath their triumphs, drowning in their fake grins and shallow praise. But let's get one thing straight. I was forged in the nightmare they whisper about. I don't crawl like they do. I don't beg. I don't kneel. Them, they're soft, fragile. They're tiny kingdoms built on glass, and I carry fists full of fire. When they face their reflection, what do they really see? Cowards, pretenders, ruins of who they could have been. They wrap themselves in fiction, cloaked in masks, acting like they're invincible. But beneath all that, they feel it when their lungs tighten, when their hearts pound, when the silence keeps them staring at the dark corners. They think burying me will keep me buried, robbing me of hope, of will, of power, will leave me hollow. But they're wrong, because this darkness is where I grow stronger in the ruins they tried to smother me in. They forgot ashes are born from flames, and flames, they devour me. I'm the wildfire they'll never extinguish. With every stride I take, the earth will shake. Every breath I release will be the last sign they ever get. They may try to flee, but no shadow can shield them. They'll crawl through shattered dreams, their knees scraped raw, hearts crashing against their ribs. But I'll reach them. Oh, I will reach them. Do they truly know what it means to endure agony, to be ripped apart limb by their own regrets, to be haunted by the darkness they unleashed? No, they don't, but they will. I'll show them the taste of real suffering, true torment, the kind that makes your spirit howl, the kind that drags them to their knees, begging for release, but finding nothing. They raised their castle so high, so proud, thinking they'd rise above it all, but they never saw that the higher they climb, the greater the collapse. And I'll be right there watching it all shatter down, laughing while their screams rip through the sky. Their kingdoms fall in their glory shattered, and when they drop to their knees choking on regret and ashes, they'll remember me, the one they tried to erase, the one they swore would vanish. They don't understand what it means to be molded in the mud, to crawl from the depths of emptiness. But I wasn't just born from the dust, I was carved in flames, and flames don't fade, they consume, they swallow, just like I will every last breath of theirs. They can't break me, they'll attempt it, but all they'll do is feed the storm within me. Every snicker, every betrayal just adds to the fire burning. They believe they've felt wrath, they've seen nothing, yet I'll ignite their world and leave only ruin behind. Nothing not there, power not there, faith not there, legacy. And when I reach the top, know when I claim the peak, it'll be there, undoing despite their will, despite their pleas, despite their desperate cries for salvation. I will rise and drag them down one by one. I'll drag them down, kicking, screaming, until all that's left are ghosts of who they used to be. They think they can escape me. There is no escape, not from what's coming. They thought it was a game, thought they could toss me aside like I was nothing, but they made the biggest mistake of their miserable lives. They've awakened something they can't control, something they'll never stop. I'm not just a man, I'm the storm they never saw coming, the shadow that creeps behind them, the whisper of death brushing their ears. And when they finally hear it, it'll already be too late. I don't care if they beg, I don't care if they drop to their knees and offer me everything they have, because I don't want their offerings, I want their suffering. I want to see the terror in their eyes as they realize they've already lost. I want to feel the despair as they watch everything they built turn to dust. And I will, because I was born in a hell they wouldn't survive. They thought they could break me. They thought wrong. I'm the unbreakable. I faced worse than them. I fought demons, monsters, the darkest parts of myself. And every time, I came back stronger. So what chance do they have? None. They're just the next ones in line, the next to fall. When they hear my name, they'll tremble. When they see my face, they'll know it's over. And when I'm done with them, there will be nothing left. Not a mark, not a memory. I'll reduce them to dust, and the world will forget they ever walked among us, because that's all they deserve. They wanted war, they've got it, but they don't know. I'm not just any warrior. I am the void. I am vengeance, and I won't stop until I stand on the shattered remains of my enemies, until their blood soaks the earth beneath my feet. Their screams will echo through the night long after they're gone. They can try to resist, but it's useless. Let them gather their armies enemies. Let them march with pride. Changes nothing. I am merciless. I am inevitable. And every strike they throw, every hit they land, only fuels my fire. Because unlike them, I don't fear the pain. I don't flinch at the blood. I flourish in it. I was born in chaos, and I carved my home in its heart. It's where I sharpen my rage, where I steel my will, where I prepare for the day. I rise and take what's mine. What's mine? I'm coming for it, and that day is closing in fast. So let them savor their last seconds of peace, their final breaths of victory. Because the moment I arrive, the second I return, it's done. Over for them, over for everything they ever clung to, their strength, their pride, their souls. I'll rip it all away. They'll be left hollow, watching in silence as I rise to the top, because that's where I was always meant to be, at the peak. Not them. They were never worthy, just actors in a story that was never theirs to tell. And they thought they could stop me? Fools. I was never going to break. Not for them, not for anyone. And when I stand above it all, they'll finally see it. The brutal truth. This world doesn't belong to the soft. It belongs to the relentless, the ones who fight, who bleed, who claw their way through hell, and rise unshaken. That's who I am, not them. They thought they had control over fate, but I am fate. I am the storm they never saw coming, their reckoning, their end, and they'll feel it in every breath, every step, every heartbeat laced with fear. It's already over for them. The darkness they tried to bury has clawed its way back, and now it's ravenous. They think they've known fear. They haven't even begun to understand what real terror feels like. When they jolt awake, soaked in sweat, gasping for air, they'll understand. They'll feel it in their marrow. I'm near. Every flicker of shadow will stalk them. Every whisper will carry my name. They'll cling to their illusions, their hollow power, their paper-thin control, but their grip will fail. And when it does, I'll be there, towering over their ruin, reminding them they were never beyond reach, never invincible. They speak of strength, but they've never stood against someone who's been shattered and rebuilt, harder, sharper, unstoppable. They thought they'd already won, and that was their gravest mistake. They've never faced a force like me, someone who feeds on the agony. They try to flee, they run from pain, but me, I welcome it. I let it shape me, forge me into something they'll never be able to break. I've seen them raise their thrones, believing they were untouchable, and I've watched as they crushed others beneath their boots without remorse. They thought they'd won, but they forgot one thing. They let me live, and now I'm coming back to dismantle everything they love. Brick by brick, I'll reduce their empires to rubble, ignite their legacies until only smoke and sorrow remain. They'll stand in the ruins of everything they once knew, forced to remember that this downfall was born from their own arrogance. They've never witnessed the kind of wrath I carry. They think they've known fury, but they've never stared into the storm that lives behind my eyes. This isn't just vengeance. No, this is reclamation. I'm here to take back what's mine, to prove that their throne was never theirs to sit on. I'll show them what happens when they push too far. Someone with nothing left to lose. I've walked through hell. There's nothing they can do that I haven't already endured. But them, I'll drag them through the blaze, and they'll beg for an end, long before I'm finished. In the end, they'll kneel, not by choice, but because I'll leave them with no other path. I'll crush every last shred of hope, break their spirits, until all that remains are hollow fragments of who they once were to be. They thought they were powerful, thought they could chain me down, but all they did was forge me into something unbreakable. And now it's my moment to rise. And when I do, they'll kneel, not out of honor, but from the dread of what I'll become. If they dare defy me, they will answer for every wound, every betrayal, every whispered deceit. And I will be there, waiting to collect what I am owed, because I was born from the nightmare they run from, and I've come to drag them, screaming into it. Let them hear these words. Let it echo in their skulls. Their time is over, because the bringer of shadows has returned. And this time, there will be no grace, no retreat, only reckoning. And when the ashes settle, they'll wish they had never challenged me. But by then, mercy will be a memory.